the fragile line between freedom and prison, a courtroom unveils a controversial deal. The defendant surrenders nearly every civil right for a second chance. Is this justice or desperation? The hearing centered on Odom, facing charges of violating a protective order and harassment. Facing years in prison for probation violation, Odom accepted a special deal. 300 days jail, time served, meaning immediate release. In return, the harassment charge would be dropped. However, the judge emphasized Odom's surrender of fundamental rights and warned of severe consequences for any relapse, especially concerning the protective order and child access.
How old are you, sir?
17.
Are you here with anyone today?
No.
Can you go get her, please? Hi, Mom. Whose baby is this? Okay. I was afraid that he was telling me at 17 he had a new baby. I was about to just, babies having babies. Thank you, Lord. Okay. He's charged with evading arrest or detention. First off, thank you for coming. He's charged with evading arrest or detention. He's facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. I have no idea what happened. We're going to see whether there's enough evidence to go forward or not. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you, sir.
On November 3rd, 2024, the officer was on patrol when he self-initiated a call for service in regard to a stolen vehicle. The officer was advised that a record driver was following the stolen vehicle, confirmed through NCIC, and upon contact with the stolen vehicle, the officer attempted to conduct a traffic stop. The co-defendant, driver of the vehicle, failed to yield to the officer's emergency lights and sirens and evaded the vehicle. The driver of the vehicle ran a red light and drove the wrong way in traffic, endangering the occupants of the vehicle. The defendant and another co-defendant and the driver, after the defendant finally pulled over, he evaded on foot along with the co-defendant. All suspects ignored all orders to stop and attempted to run in an effort to hide and evade for approximately 30 yards. A search of the motor vehicle revealed 2 firearms, one of which was reported stolen.
So what's Mr. Quinn's involvement in this? Where is he? Tell me he's not the driver.
No, Your Honor. It appears a co-defendant was the driver. He was a passenger that fled whenever they...
So you said how many passengers were there?
It seems there were 2 co-defendants and the defendant, so 3 occupants in the vehicle.
Total, okay. And where is he? Do you know?
Does not say where he was in the vehicle, just that he was an occupant inside. I can check the offense report.
And then do you have cause numbers for the co-defendants by chance?
I have a cause number for one of the co-defendants.
Okay, let me have it.
It is 253-7051.
Hernandez, Diana.
That's Xavier Houston? That's what he's with Court 9. What's the other cause number, do you know?
We only have the one connected defendant.
That's only one judge that we have connected on our end.
The other one, I'm sure, got the felony UUMB though, right?
He was likely charged, but they just didn't connect it with ours.
He's in juvenile court. The driver is juvenile court.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, is he juvenile?
In the OR, it says the
That's-
driver was identified as a juvenile, and then the 2 passengers, including the defendant, stayed on foot.
I want to keep it. I don't want to send him. I want to keep him. So I know that he's doing well. Mr. Quinn, I'm sending you for a drug test. I want to know what, if anything, is in your system now. What are you doing with yourself these days? Shh.
Right now, just looking for a job.
He's also in school.
That's what I want to know.
Okay, this incident that occurred,
I don't want to talk about the case. God put eyes in our head for forward thinking, right? So we move forward, not in the back of our head. I don't care. I want to know what's going on in the future. And my only concern is that he's not hanging out with other knuckleheads, getting into more trouble and staying in school and getting an education, because that's what life is about. Life is about having a lot of money, not ending up in back with a number on your back perpetually because you hang out with people like this. You're not allowed to hang out with these people anymore. You're not allowed to smoke weed, get in trouble, and you're not allowed to be out in the middle of the night. Do you understand? If I find that you start messing with us in any way, I'm going to put you in jail. And the problem is every time you go to jail, it's going to cost your mom to get you out. Instead of giving that money to the baby, she's getting it to you to get out. It's not going to happen. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
It doesn't say where he was in the vehicle, Judge. It just says that there were 2 passengers.
Okay. Are you in high school now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm making it a condition of your bond that you graduate and that you stay in high school full time. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Try to take care of as much as I can for you. You know, I know that you probably have it tough. I'll take away all the costs so you won't have to pay for anything. Who else do you have at home?
I have other children.
Okay, do you work?
Yes, I do work.
Okay, when you're gone, what happens to him?
He's at home with his other siblings.
Okay,
I'm home by 11. I work 3 to 11.
I was gonna give him a curfew. Is that okay?
That's fine.
What do you think is an appropriate time for night? 9 o'clock? Is that okay?
10.
Okay.
Because he is about to start working, so I do want him to be able to go to work.
I don't want him out in the middle of the night because nothing good happens at 1, 2 in the morning, and I don't want him smoking weed. I'm going to test you today. If you test positive, I get it, but after today it stops because I will test you again in 40 days. And if you test again positive, that tells me that you've continued to smoke. If you test positive, because I don't know, and if you continue, I'm going to lock you up. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm not asking much. I'm asking you to be a good kid, stay in school, and help your mom. Do you think she wants to be here today?
No, sir.
Right. No, she's got better things to do. Not only that, you're in a allegedly stolen car. What if someone comes out and tries to shoot your ass dead? It's not your car. People die every day because they start shooting in the cars that's not there, you know? No more. Your life is hard enough as it is as a young African American. Don't make it harder than it needs to be. When you end up with criminal charges, all you're doing is making life more difficult. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll give you my card. If he starts acting up at home, just let me know and we'll take care of him for you. If you ever need anything, come back, let us know. We'll take care of it for you. I'll give you a lawyer today, but I want to know what's in the system today. Okay. And then he's not to have any contact with these other people and just stay in school. If you want him to work, if you ever need anything, just let the lawyer know and we'll take care of it. Okay. Stephen, please. All right. That one.
I'm approaching on Mr. Quinn. He's on today's docket. You sent him for a drug test.
Yes.
Um,
Is he back?
He's back and I'll let pretrial speak for themselves, but I believe he came back positive for THC.
Okay.
I've already explained to him that while he's on bond, no more marijuana.
Come up, Mr. Quinn. Yeah, good. Who's he here with, Dad or Mom? No, he was here with someone. Mom was here earlier.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll just bring him up. So did he test positive for just marijuana? Anything else?
I believe it's just the THC. But I would need to confirm that. Pretrial.
Alicia,
Yes, Judge.
did he test positive for anything else? Just marijuana?
Just marijuana, Judge.
Okay. No more. Stops today. And I don't care.
I need to understand, so my daughter
Just
doesn't
have a seat,
understand.
please.
Hold on.
Have a
Okay,
seat.
I'm supposed to be with you. Oh,
Have a
okay.
seat.
I don't care if you come up here and tell me that you were in a car and everybody was hotboxing. I don't care if you tell me that you were at a party. I don't care if you tell me it was CBD. I don't care if you tell me it was whatever it was. You test positive again, I will keep you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
No excuses, no marijuana, and you stay in school. And I'm going to put a monitor so I know where you are at all times. You are not allowed out in the middle of the night. And I'm giving you a curfew and you're not to hang out with the co-defendants in this case. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Any false move, I will keep you. And I don't care if your mom is kicking, screaming, this, that. You're old enough to know that actions have consequences. When you're out there, you think before you act. If I do this, am I going to get in trouble? If I say this, what's going to happen? Think before you act.
Yes, sir.
Think before you speak. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You start fighting in high school or wreak havoc out there, I'm not going to take it. Anything else?
Just a regular reset on this one, Judge?
40 days,
Okay.
because then he'll be tested again. So around 42, 43 days, we'll test him again on his next return. And then the monitor that we're putting on your ankle needs to be charged on a daily basis. If you fail to charge it, the battery will go dead. And if the battery goes dead, so does your bond. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you ever have any issues, you can always call Anna. She's as tenacious as can be, and she will help you out as much as possible. But if you try to come up here with excuses, it will go in this year and it will go out that. Understand?
Yes, sir.
This life is but one chance, and it is like it's a ride, and it can be either a great ride where you're filled with vacations, expensive cars, nice restaurants where you go to Michelin, or it can be a reason, it can be a toilet, miserable of an existence without money. You're begging for this, you're begging for that, you never buy anything, and constant fighting with everybody because you ain't got no money, and it all starts right here. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Make me proud.
Thank you. Can we be excused, Judge?
Judge, would you like the device installed today as well?
Today. Yes, ma'am. And waive all the fees, please.
Excuse me, and your client dropped.
Oh.
Well, that's already not a good sign.
Shocking to the core. U.S. court reveals dangerous dialogue about dangerous spirals and life's doors. What is therapy or automation? Which decision will save a person? The hearing revealed the alarming situation of a man named Guido struggling with drugs. The judge expressed profound wisdom about the risk of reincarceration if Guido were to be freed, even predicting a tragedy that would connect the local community. Despite promises of change from Guido and assurances from his sister, the judge was skeptical about the possibility of true rehabilitation. Instead of automatic release, the considered solution was to quickly place Guido in a compulsory treatment center. However, financial issues became a major obstacle as Guido was unemployed and physically unable to pay.
Good morning, Mr. Gallindo. How are you? You look great. You know, you sound good. You're coherent. You're not jittery like you were when you came here last time.
Oh, I know.
So Hugh wants me to let you out. Looks like you've got a place to stay with. Shh. Looks like you've got a place to stay with your sister. My only worry is that if we let you out, you're going to go back to doing right what you're doing, using. And I don't want that to happen. I know you're going to tell me no.
Oh, yes.
Right. You've told me that before, right? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. How do we get it to stop? Therein lies the rub. I don't want to keep you, but I know if I release you, you're going to go back to using, and you're going to use grandma as the excuse.
That was just,
Perhaps it's another excuse. Perhaps it's
damn.
saw Bambi and you're upset at the movie. Did we have him T-Rast? What did it recommend?
It says here, followed by anger management and the CE ratings.
That's what needs to happen. I think that with what you're using, the frequency of what you're using, the best course of action is a treatment facility. Because we let you out, you're going to end up killing yourself. And believe it or not, I really like you. I want you to persevere, and I want you to become the great person that you can be, Javier. I think that that's probably the wisest choice, to get him into a treatment facility. I know that you want to get him out.
Yes, I'm just
Done
wondering.
this before.
Yes, but we're still it's all pre-trial, so I don't know. I mean, is that something he can do pre-trial, or can he do outpatient, or?
I can't pay for anything. The only way I can pay for everything is if he's in there. If I let him out, he doesn't have a job, doesn't have anything. He's going to be unable to pay for anything. So therein lies the excuse. Well, I can't get it done. I ain't got no money. I ain't got no job. And then it spirals into the same thing. I don't know, Hugh. I don't. I think that the best course of action is to get you into a treatment facility, Mr. Gaid.
I'll stay with my sister. I don't drink over there. I don't do nothing. I'm staying with my sister. She's a teacher. She don't let me drink. She don't let me do nothing.
Yes, she.
As if you're going to listen to her.
Yes, of course I listen to her. She's all I have. I listen to whatever she says. I babysit her son.
It seems,
With him before,
I wasn't with her. I wasn't staying with her.
living.
Just being bad. I don't, and friends, whatever. They're friends.
Street,
Yeah. But I'm with my sister now.
she seems like she has a pretty tight grip on him, from speaking with her.
You could get her number.
discovery's outstanding.
Your Honor, it looks like everything's uploaded and shared with the defense.
And we can set the case for trial. There's a felony that's attached to this, but, I'm okay with setting it for a trial date.
Okay, I am too.
Okay.
That way, if it goes, if it goes well for him, he's out. If it doesn't, I know what I'm gonna do, which is what I think needs to happen regardless. Because if we let him loose on the street, he's just gonna use. And we've done this game before. I've let him out before, and he goes right back to using.
He's only bond forfeited once in your court.
I always say,
I know one time's too many, but I know that it's not like he's been a recurring issue. This is the only time that he's had an issue with with the drug testing.
Let me think about that.
The fine line between freedom and prison. A court case reveals a controversial advantage. The defendant agreed to give up almost all civil rights in exchange for a second chance. Is this justice or despair? The hearing focused on the case of a man named Odom, who was facing charges of violating a protective order and disorderly conduct. Faced with the prospect of spending years in prison if he violated the newly announced probation, Odom accepted a special deal. 300 days in jail with credit for his probation, meaning he would be automatically released immediately. In exchange, the disorderly conduct charge would be dropped. However, the judge noted that Odom had given up countless basic rights and warned of serious consequences if he reoffended, especially when it came to protective orders and child custody.
Hey, so how's our boy Westbrook?
He went straight to treatment. Like I said, well, his mother's been emailing me. I haven't checked the details, but she also gave me access to his
Tomorrow,
therapist.
they filed a BVR on him because he tested
Oh, they
positive.
filed it. Okay.
Do you know 100% he's in?
I will double check, but his mom sent me all the information.
Great. Can you get proof? Because if he's proof and he's in, I'll waive the appearance.
Okay.
But I'm just not gonna take his word, so we need some kind of, but if so, then great,
Will do.
we're happy. And that's great if he did. I was hoping that he would, So he's on probation upstairs. And
CBR upstairs? Or,
Mr. Odom's at 4.
oh, I'm sorry.
He
Yes.
just entered into the probation.
Yes, sir. He just entered yesterday.
Got it. Let me see who that is. Good morning, Mr. Odom.
Morning.
With us, you're charged with several cases. You're charged with violation of a protective order. You're charged with harassment. I think that's it. You entered in a very, very serious probation yesterday, a deferred, which is a type of probation that if you complete successfully, you don't end up with a conviction. But I want you to understand that you give up nearly every right known to man by entering into this probation. And if you do it, wonderful, great things will happen for you. But if you break it, you don't do your conditions, you test positive, you're in a very tough court. And I'm telling you now, you could be doing many, many years in prison if you violate the probation. She's great, but she's no nonsense like us. Take things seriously. And if you're going to play games, we only got one place for you. And you could end up in prison for up to 10 years. You understand?
Yes, sir.
What are we doing here?
We're doing a 300 credit for 120
Which one, the BPO or?
on the BPO, dismissing the harassment.
Okay. So one more thing that you also have to understand is that you're charged the violation of a protective order now, Mr. Odom. If you continue with the same course of conduct in a certain amount of time, they can file that as a continuous VPO, and there you're looking at yet another third-degree felony. So whatever you were doing to get you into this here, stop.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have children with this person, right? Okay, if you want to get access to your kids, and you should, because every child should have access to their, every father should have access to their child. Do it the right way. Go through the family courts. Don't take matters into your own hands, because things are really going to go sideways quick. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you can never take this off. This violation of a protective order will go on your record. It will be there forever. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
This is what you want to do.
Yes, Your Honor.
So it is 300 days in jail with credit for 131 days credit. I'm going to roll your court costs so you won't owe anything as part of the agreement. The harassment will be dismissed. Just like I said, be careful. There's so many other fish in the sea. Get it. No means no. Doesn't mean maybe. Doesn't mean this. No. No means no. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Come on, man. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Just abandon it. It's fine.
So you
Yeah.
have that.